I'd like to point out that the information you see and hear in this video should not be considered as medical advice, nor as an endorsement or recommendation for any product or course of action. Now, I, as well as the manufacturers of these products, make no claims that these are intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or alleviate any disease or condition. In this video, I want to cover some of the things I take to support my immune system. For whatever reason, people have their own reasoning behind taking or choosing to not take vaccines. I'm one of the people who don't take vaccines, and I'm not going to go into the reasoning behind that or try to sway anyone for or against vaccines. What I will say is that I think it's extremely reckless for someone who chooses to remain unvaccinated to also choose to not support their immune system. Now, these are a few of the things I take. There's other things, but I decided to focus on these things in the video because they offer a broad spectrum protection. And by broad spectrum, I mean that they offer antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and they have other antimicrobial properties. What I have pictured here is colostrum, also known as immune milk or mother's milk by some people, olive leaf extract, oil of oregano, and colloidal silver. First thing I want to discuss is colostrum, and I'm giving you a shot of 2 books on colostrum along with the authors. As you can see, one of the books is written by an MD, and the reason I'm saying that is because some people don't care about anything unless it comes from an MD. So you can see that book's written by an MD. I hate to say it, but some people are just lazy. So I decided to come online and pull up some web pages that give you a little bit of information about some of these products. This is about colostrum. That's the web address to this particular site. And you can see some comments that some doctors have said, including this doctor who graduated from Duke University and Johns Hopkins University and did postgraduate work at Yale. And here's the address of this other site. And here it just talks about some of the constituents inside colostrum. Scientists have actually discovered at least 200 compounds. I'm gonna type in polio here, and it takes you to this section of the page where it talks about polio, because I wanted to let you see this, that the polio vaccine was developed using constituents that were found inside colostrum. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because there are some people that claim certain things don't have enough research, that there's not any studies done and that it's too new to determine if it works in humans. But the truth is, colostrum has been around for forever. It was actually used in the US by medical doctors. It's still used to this very day. If you do some research on PubMed, you will see thousands and thousands of articles about colostrum. And this is a link to the Life Extension site article they have about the benefits of olive leaf extract. It's a pretty amazing supplement. It's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. It's a strong antioxidant as well. The thing I like about Life Extension Foundation, they back up everything. As you can see, these references here, they back up everything with verifiable links. And here's the web address for another page that has some information about olive leaf extract. It also has some references. I know I'm going kind of fast, but I'm showing you the web address on each page so you can go back and look it up. As you can see, some of these links are coming directly from the National Institute of Health. And a lot of doctors, when they hear about something that's natural, they are biased against it because they think that if something works, then they would have been told about it in medical school. And obviously, if something's competing with medication, the pharmaceutical company is not going to want to have that promoted. They're not going to have doctors learn about those things. Here's an article about oil of oregano. And it makes mention of research done at Georgetown University Medical Center by a medical doctor. And you can see some of the things that they were able to kill using oil of oregano, including drug-resistant staph. The last thing I want to go over is colloidal silver, something that's also been used for hundreds of years, was also used by doctors. And here's the web address. It's thesilveredge.com. And the page I have opened here is one that provides links to all sorts of clinical studies and reports about the efficacy of colloidal silver. And I'm not just talking about animal studies, there are a lot of human studies here as well. And once you get to the page, you see an article and then it says click here to read. If you click on that, it'll bring up a PDF document. And there's all sorts of information here. In regards to a lot of so-called natural medicines, a lot of doctors will say there's not enough research or it's too new It's never been used in human trials. They'll make statements like that. And in the case of a lot of supplements and nutritional product such as this, there's all sorts of reports and research and studies out there. A lot of them are unaware because you only know what you know. And if you don't know about these things, if you don't know about these studies and trials, then you don't know. And I'm not even halfway through this page. I mean, I could keep scrolling and there's just pages and pages of information. And this is another page I like on the site. And there's a lot of information here. Quotes from medical doctors, scientists, researchers, prestigious medical journals, professors, textbooks. So I recommend anyone considering colloidal silver go to thesilveredge.com and read that site thoroughly. They debunk a lot of things that have been said about colloidal silver, including the so-called blue man that allegedly turned blue from ingesting colloidal silver. Well, I'm not going to go through all these pages here. I just wanted to help you get started on your way to researching these products by giving you some information. As mentioned, though these things may have worked for others, that doesn't mean that they'll work for you, and they are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or alleviate any condition or disease. And as always, you should consult with your doctor for taking any supplement or nutritional product, especially something that has an effect on your immune system.